Hi everyone, it's MissNikkiAnn. I'm in the dark, so I've got like a little light. I'm flashing so you guys can see me a little bit. But I just I just left a 4-minute rant on my friend's voicemail because I'm in so much pain. Like, if the pain hadn't been going on since last night, I probably right now would. It's just been so long that it's laughable. Like, pain management is pain management. Listen, so pain management is difficult for me because of my gastroparesis, and so my inability to have narcotic strength type stuff. Also because I'm allergic to everything, Percocets, oxycodone, you name it. Tramadol. I used to be able to tolerate tramadol. It was my friend. Then it just started giving me the itchies and I started to go insane. And so we had to stop that. So I'm on ibuprofen. I don't know, 600. I've been taking it since last night. The pain started really bad last night. Yesterday was infusion day, and I didn't need my Toparol, which I get intravenously on infusion days. I was uncomfortable, so I had Zofran. I was uncomfortable in that area, and so yeah. But listen, the pain, and I mean bat shit crazy pain that tires you out and makes you feel so exhausted. I used to take Neurontin, gabapentin, depending on what you call it. And I was trying to think of the number. I feel like it was 1,500 milligrams a day, so 500 milligrams 3 times a day. I think it was. Yeah, that wasn't working. Okay, 1,500 milligrams a day was not working, and I stopped that about a year ago. I was on it for, was it a couple of years? I don't know. And saw no difference in my life, so I was like, And so when I called around, I've been through a lot since 8 o'clock in the morning trying to get some. I was hoping to go to my infusion center and have intravenous Toparol. That's all I wanted, because obviously my stomach is not processing my meds and they're just in there, because usually the ibuprofen 600 and 800, they'll take the edge off to where I can kind of function without snapping people's heads off, because the pain is so intense that it's all consuming and tiring. My poor little 7-year-old, I had to apologize. I'm like, honey, I'm sorry, but you're asking me this stuff and I am in pain. And so my doctor, when I called him, I did call my infusion center just to kind of feel out. One of the nurses was saying something about something about the ER. I'm like, this is not like, this is urgent. I think there's a difference between urgent and emergency. And I know not to go to urgent care because I passed out there just a few weeks ago. So don't want to do that to myself, especially if the specific doctor is on duty, which he is a lot. And people don't understand that the emergency room is no place for people with a chronic illness, rare chronic illness. It is not the place. Emergency is if you're having a heart attack, you're in some type of diabetic situation, you're trauma, hurry, 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 this person's gonna die. If that is not what you're going through, you really need your doctor. That's who you need. And I try to deal with doctors who have on-call doctors for when they're not. I'm talking about for my primary care specifically, so that I can get in contact with someone at all times instead of going to the emergency room and they're scratching their heads. I've never left the emergency room and had anything accomplished. Never. And I've been at this since 2004. Never. So I just don't do that to myself. If someone could tell me to go and I just would not go, I'd be like, yeah, that's cool. And I'm honest. I'm going home. If I have my GI tell me that, nope, not doing it. Not until you get back into the office. I just, the pain. So I'm rambling because I can't. The pain. So God bless this little heart, my primary care, whom I love. And he knows about my situation, so he's very particular about the meds, unfortunately. So instead of just being like, I don't even know if it occurred to him, I said to the nurse on the phone, the topiral thing, IV, but I don't know if she said that part to him or not, because they phoned in the gabapentin, 100 milligrams 3 times a day, to a person who's been on 500 milligrams 3 times a day with no relief. When I say no relief, no relief. But I'm gonna just see what happens. And it's just everything's just upset at the same time. The air quality today, the EPA put out the warning, the air quality's bad, so my respiratory situation is not good. But at least that is not pain. I mean, except for this tight hugging thing around my chest. That's a different kind of discomfort. I don't know. Pain where you feel like somebody's stabbing you in your back. I mean, just fall to your knees pain, where you can't do anything because it's so consuming. And it ruins a whole day, takes a whole day out of your life. So it took a night, now it's taking a day. I don't want it to rob me of anything else. Not in 2012 where there's help. Damn you, gastroparesis. I mean, it's because of that I can't get something stronger. Let's be honest, if it weren't for that situation, it wouldn't be as complicated. Which brings me to, I'm hoping to start something. I already have something started on a site, but I figured out a better way to utilize it. Better way to utilize it as awareness and care for the patient and the caregiver of people with chronic illness, specifically the dysautonomias, but any spoonie. So that'll be coming up. But I just look like, oh my God, it's just almost laughable now. Alright. Freaking man. I said freak show. It's like a freak show. Every time people just think like, when you get up in the morning, what the heck is gonna be happening. Oh my, let me see if I can read this to you guys. Okay. My psychologist, who's the one I meditate with and go to group meditation, and he's just awesome. He gave this to me. It's by Rumi, R-U-M-I. I know you guys probably know who that is. And it's called The Guest House. And I love this. It's short. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. And the translation was by Coleman Barks, who translated that Rumi piece called The Guest House. And So yeah, wonderful conversation with my psychologist about my dysautonomia being a guest, and also my spirit being a guest. So, my spirit's a guest in this house, in this body, my house, and it won't last forever. But, all of it's impermanent, whether it be, even if the dysautonomia, at some point I'll die and it'll be gone. Everything is passing. And so, even in my pain, it's hard to laugh, but it's awesome. Because it all just comes and goes, and when you wake in the morning, you don't know which guest is already in the house. I mean, not knocking at the door like, hi, I'm here with the luggage. The guest has a key, and when you wake up in the morning, you don't know which guest is going to be sitting at the kitchen table for breakfast. And when I got up this morning, and when I went to bed last night, pain, deep excruciating pain, had used that damn key and entered the house, and it's still here. And so, even if I don't welcome you, pain, you're here. Doesn't matter if I can call the cops, which would be, like calling my doctor, and then, someone will be sent out to take care of the guest who you want to leave. That would be a medication. But sometimes, how the cop will get to some people's houses, and this happens. We know these are documented cases. You're like, well, yeah, I know someone's being beaten up in your house, but on the domestic, and they've got all these laws that bar them from helping you. So it's kind of the same. Like, I could call all the people about my guest pain and still have no relief because of all the laws and all the BS and all the red tape. I'm still in pain in 2012 when we have awesome medicine. I'm in pain. But this is just the guest house, and I'm breathing, I'm alive, and the guest is here until the guest is gone. Even if I medicate the guest is still there. I've just kind of locked them in the bathroom, and as soon as those meds wear off, the guest is still like, yeah, I never left. Well, who locked me in there? God bless you all, okay? And if you're an atheist, just hug, and whatever your religion is, my thoughts are with you if you're dealing with a chronic illness in any way as a patient or a caregiver. Just gentle hugs, everybody. All right.